And now an excerpt from Rebel Without a Crew, or How a 23-year-old filmmaker with $7,000 became a Hollywood player, by Robert Rodriguez. So you want to be a filmmaker? First step to being a filmmaker is stop saying you want to be a filmmaker. It took me forever to be able to tell anyone I was a filmmaker and keep a straight face until I was well on my way. But the truth was I had been a filmmaker ever since the day I had closed my eyes and pictured myself making movies. The rest was inevitable. So you don't want to be a filmmaker. You are a filmmaker. Go make yourself a business card. Good morning, everyone. Alright, it is day one of principal photography on April and Adley, my forthcoming short film. And we have a long day ahead of us, so let's get this show on the road. Got my scripts, and here are all my notes and directions. So we have a fun day to go through this script. Alright, so I just got the ice so we can put our water and monsters and other light things in there to keep them cool and all that fun stuff. So now I am going to pick up Selena. She is my producer slash actress in the movie, and I'm excited to get this day going. So stay tuned for a lot of excitement. And there's Selena Elise, everyone, bright and early in the morning.
Good morning.
All
I
right.
need to put the ice in here.
Yes. All right, we are here at the grounds, and there's Selena. And we're gonna get through this day smoothly and efficiently.
One, Mark. Mark.
One hand. Oh.
Hey.
Woo! One.
Good mark. Good mark.
All right. For David, take two.
Good mark.
Right.
Hi.
Behind the scenes of April and Adley. All right.
Oh.
Flashback. It is hot outside. Long time coming, 3 years in the making, ladies and gentlemen. April and Adley.
Yes.
What was that? By Tony Vivio? Say what?
That's you, son. Where's your marker? Where's your marker?
It's gonna be in one of the bags over there.
Okay.
Hey, look, everyone. It's Aubrey Chantel. Show Cantel Brown.
Shantae, you stay.
Shantae, you stay. Sashay, away. Okay, it is the director's turn to step into the acting scene.
Mark.
I've wanted to tell stories for as long as I can remember. My mother, may she rest in peace, always said that she always told people that I came out of the womb crying and screaming and naked, and then immediately looked around and said, "Cut!" and then demanded to go back inside and do it again. And that was my mother's words of saying that's how she knew I was going to be a director of some sort or something to do with the movie industry. I just think that is so funny, one of the many reasons why I thought my mother was so hilarious. I like to think that ever since I was a child, I would look at movies or look at the world in such a curious way, and I'd wonder so much about it, and I'd want to know more, and I'd look at like a gentleman sitting on a bench or somebody walking their dog and wonder what their life was like. I guess I've just always loved the idea that you can take something from really nothing and then turn it into something more. I remember just watching movies like Forrest Gump and thinking, so what happened to Forrest Gump? Where did he go? And then I would find out that it's just Tom Hanks playing a character, and I thought, no way. Like, I really believed that this was a real man, dealing with all these issues and all the loss in his life, and believing everything that somebody told him and all the adventures that he'd went on. And I really honestly believed this was a true thing happening. I didn't know what a movie was. I just thought it was someone's life kind of unfolding in front of me, even though you could rewind it and fast forward it. When you're 4 or 5, you don't really know any better. You're like, wow, this is amazing. I remember watching movies with, my family, and they'd always get annoyed with me because I'd go, no, that's not right. No, that's not right. No, I would have totally done this differently. No, I would have done this. Oh, can we see? Do you see what I mean? And I would talk to my family like that and have those conversations. And they always knew that I was going to have something to do with movies as I got older because I was so fascinated and obsessed with critiquing them or making them my own. Some of my influences would be, as far as directors go, like some obvious ones like Woody Allen, Clint Eastwood, Steven Spielberg, Quentin Tarantino. For me, I really like Jason Reitman, Sofia Coppola, Karen Moncrief. I just love the world of independent cinema. I think it is a chance for characters to be so vulnerable, be very raw, be very real, just kind of unplug and just be completely themselves. It's not a moment where you have to put on a show. And that's the beauty of independent cinema, is that you can have those kinds of characters and that kind of story to really just let itself go and, have a life of its own. I just finished directing my very first short film entitled April and Adley, and it's been a project in development for a very long time. I wrote the script, the rough draft, probably 4.5 years ago, and then finalized a little bit more about 3 years ago, and then up until recently, I kept changing a lot of things, but I finally took a chance, and I started a GoFundMe page, and I really just put myself out there because I thought, why not? I live in Los Angeles now. This is the reason that I'm here. I need to start making movies. I need to start doing what I love. This is part of my craft. Acting is just only one hat that I want to wear, and obviously, I like writing, but directing, when you're writing a script, directing kind of just plays into that. At least for me it does, because I'll start writing it and then I'm envisioning how I want it, and then I want to call all the shots. So I took a chance. You know what? I'm pretty happy that I did it. As of right now, I don't know exactly how the movie's going to turn out. I, as a first-time director, will make a lot of mistakes, and that's okay, because you're supposed to. You're not supposed to get it perfect or get it right or anything like that. You're supposed to learn from just everything you do, but it's putting yourself out there, which to me is half the battle. And so I'm proud that I did it, and it's currently being, in the post-production process, as it would be called. For those of you who don't know what that means, I like to think it's very explanatory, but it's everything that's happening now that the film is wrapped. So we are just currently putting everything else together to make it look good. This is a learning experience, and I only hope I can continue to make more and even bigger movies after this. But I don't know. We'll see. I am a filmmaker. Thank you, Robert Rodriguez. Well, as always, thank you so much for tuning in, and now you've learned quite a bit about me this far into my little segments here. I'm an actor, I'm a writer, and I'm also a director. I'll catch you next time.